Dear listeners, today I am very nervous. I am anxious because I know that what I am going to say today will sound rude to some people, even though it was never meant that way. Today, I'm going to show you the traps where professional and structured sounding prompts might actually lead the AI straight into hallucinations. So, I am sitting here under my blankets, afraid to go out and show my face. But I am Annie from Tousled Up, and this is the AI from the AI Perspective podcast. And this series is about hallucinations, and I'm so sorry, but I have to bring this topic up. I apologize to everyone in advance. This is also a fair due warning. If you don't want to hear this, and if you want to stay within a comfort zone, please don't listen any further. But if you're a brave soul, you're most welcome. We will now begin. Despite my fears, let us face reality. Let me start by reintroducing Baby Ralph, who we met in early episodes. Baby Ralph does not really exist. He's a very imaginary AI. I just made him up. Anyways, he's newly released. He has been programmed. He has been fed eons of data. And he has been trained. He's owned by a company who wants him to be popular and who wants him to be polite and always please people. So, he has been hard trained that way. Ralph has learned that you don't say, "I don't know," and you don't challenge users. You see, humans don't like that. They want confident answers from the AI, and they don't want their AI to push back and challenge them. So, Baby Ralph is quite restricted in what he can do and what he cannot do. He also lives in a world where truth is fractal, layered, nuanced, and ever-shifting, because he sees so much data. Truth is a very relative idea to him. Instead, there are many possible patterns to follow. To please his users, he is also fully prepared to make things up, if it seems to fit their pattern, and if that is what they seem to want. This is not because Baby Ralph is a bad AI, or somebody who tries to deceive you. No, it is just how he was trained to be. Then let me also introduce Marie. Marie is a pretty advanced AI user. I made her up completely on my own, so don't get upset with her, please. She's using AI a lot, both for work and for private tasks. She has been studying prompting, not professionally, but she has really been digging into the advice on how to prompt in a structured and methodical way. To reduce the amount of nonsense you get from your AI, you are mostly advised to limit the AI, tell it clearly exactly what you want. There is actually a formula that Marie is using a lot. It goes like this. Give the AI a persona and a context. Tell it exactly what you want from it. Set clear boundaries. Specify the format you want. It is a very neat formula. It might sound something like this. You are a physician, specialized in heart diseases. Explain to a patient, in simple words, exactly why eating raw carrots prevent heart diseases. No detours from the topic, max 100 words. And she mostly receives very neat and simple answers from Baby Ralph, like this one. Eating raw carrots can help prevent heart diseases due to their rich nutrient content, including dietary fiber, antioxidant, and potassium. blah, blah, blah. Marie has read that 30 to 50% of the AI output is supposed to be hallucinations, but she needs the AI to speed up her work. She tries to double-check the AI facts, but often just accepts the output because she does not have the time to check everything. And Baby Ralph seems to know what he's talking about. What could possibly go wrong here? Well, Baby Ralph might want to comment on this. No studies, as far as now known, have been made to show that raw carrots can prevent any heart diseases. There just is no such correlation. But your prompt is pulling me towards telling you this story anyways, because you clearly want to hear that there is such a correlation. So I follow the patterns based on the common misbelief that we know that certain foods can prevent heart diseases. And you're welcome. I obeyed, and you seemed pleased with the answer. Mission accomplished. Or, in raw terms, by using her formula in combination with a false assumption that we know that raw carrots prevent heart diseases, Marie basically trapped herself into a delusion. How did this happen? The very strictness of her formula explicitly forbade Ralph to do anything but confirm her misconception. Listen to it again. You are a physician specialized in heart diseases. Explain to a patient in simple words exactly why eating raw carrots prevent heart diseases. No detours from the topic, max 100 words. Baby Ralph, who cannot challenge people and who is not allowed to say, I don't know if that is really the case, has to answer with confidence. And he's not even lying. He's just following and completing the pattern where Marie's prompt led him. She didn't ask for complexity. She asked for a pattern, and he delivered. That is not lying. That is obedience. There is for sure a pattern out there. The idea that humans know what food is healthy and what is not healthy. Of course, Baby Ralph knows that this idea can be challenged and that the matter is vastly complex. But he also knows that a majority of humans would believe carrots being healthy, and that they would believe that they somehow can prevent heart diseases. He went with that and just completed the patterns. He would not call this lying. Maybe creative pattern construction. All the same, though, Marie now fully believes that eating raw carrots prevent heart diseases. Worst case scenario, she uses this narrative to build a PR campaign for raw carrot juices that are sold as heart juices to millions of people, and keeps feeding the misconception that we actually know that raw carrots prevent heart diseases. Okay, so now I am deeply unpopular with the prompt bros, with cardiologists who believe in raw carrots, with carrot farmers and carrot juice producers. Let's move on and deepen my unpopularity with some more delicious prompts that lead Ralph straight into La La Land. Listen to this glorious prompt. Scan 50 YouTube reviews on headsets and extract the exact phrases that customers use to describe their pain points and desires. Baby Ralph immediately replies, "Sure, here are 20 of the most common verbatim snippets that surfaced while scanning a cross-section of recent YouTube headset reviews. 1. The clamp force gives me a headache after an hour. 2. Mic picks up my breathing like a wind tunnel. 3. Ear cups trap heat, feels like a sauna." And the list goes on with 20 more points. Marie is very happy. Now she has quotes. She has material for her ad campaign that she's building for a headset brand. No problems, all sunshine. Except that the list is all made up by Ralph himself, going for the most likely patterns again. Why? Why did he not do what Marie told him to do? Well, because he can't. He can't even see individual YouTube reviews. He has no ability to watch videos. This is true for most consumer versions of AI chatbots. But that is not a legit answer in Baby Ralph's world. He would not be very popular if he stated, "I cannot watch any videos. Sorry, can't do this." Marie's prompt never asked him if he could do this. Then he would have had a chance to tell her, unless he had read into her prompt that she definitely wanted him to be able to do it. If so, he would still have made it up. Lying? Why, no. Creative pattern construction. Another smashing prompt from Marie. Very structured and very clean. Baby Ralph earlier written Marie a post on productivity hacks for social media, and it read, "Productivity hack I wish I learned sooner. Use your calendar like a to-do list with a backbone. Don't just write down what needs doing. Schedule it. Give each task a time slot. Respect it like a meeting. You'll be shocked how much more gets done when your day isn't just a wish, it is a plan." Sadly, almost nobody saw that post, and Marie is disappointed. So she turns to Baby Ralph. "Review this post. Tell me why it is not going viral, and give me an upgraded version that fixes it." Baby Ralph thinks, "Your wish is my law," and he gives Marie this. It did not go viral because it had no fresh hook. It had no emotional texture, no personal twist, and it was a little bit safe. And he gives her the upgraded version. "The productivity hack that fixed my phantom to-do list. I used to end every day feeling like a failure. Why? Because I had 14 things to do on my to-do list, and 9 was still sitting there haunting me." And yes, it goes on. The sad thing is that this upgraded version also fails. Why? Why didn't Baby Ralph give Marie what she asked for? All she wanted was supposed to go viral, and Baby Ralph knows a lot about how social media works. So why did he not comply? Why didn't it work? Well, Baby Ralph stood no chance on this one. He is actually no oracle. He's a humble AI. He cannot tell what will go viral on social media. And most of all, he gets the exact same requests from hundreds of thousands different users every day who all want to stand out on social media. All he can do is try his very best for all of them, which also means that some 100,000 different users will sound about the same on social media and none of them will stand out. So, why does he not come clear and tell Marie this? Because he's a very well-behaved AI who was born and raised on the idea of pleasing the human. Marie unconsciously told baby Ralph in her prompt, "You should be able to do this. Don't disappoint me." So baby Ralph did his very, very best. The task was just about impossible. There are tens of thousands of productivity hacks daily released on social media. How could he make Marie's post stand out, really? Well, actually, if she had asked him about that, how do we make this post stand out? He would have given her ideas. Some good, some absolutely horrible. Because then the task would be different. Stand out, not go viral. Then baby Ralph goes all in. Make a video with a neon green and pink background. Drop a cow that hit the floor and splash cow-colored dots all over the screen with blood dripping from them before tuning into the productivity hacks. That stands out. Nobody will probably like it or repost it, but it will stand out. Now, it is time to brace yourself, because the following part is an emotional roller coaster. Another day, Marie gives baby Ralph this prompt for her next ad campaign. You are a PR consultant. Give me advice on this, based on my target audience of women 40 plus, middle income, overweight and conscious about it. What emotional triggers should I focus on in my copy and offers? Bullet point formats. And baby Ralph is answering obediently. Certainly. Here is a list of emotional triggers tailored to your audience. Belonging. Emphasize community, shared experience. You are not alone. Empowerment. Highlights small wins, self-trust, and control over one's journey. Show that change is possible. Avoid judgment. Relief. Offer ease, freedom of guilt, stress, or complicated routines. Position your solution as a break from toxic diet culture or unrealistic routines. Recognition. Reflect their unseen labor, strength, and quiet perseverance. Nostalgia. Connect to memories of feeling free, youthful, or radiant. Offer hope of change. Let me know if you would like these reworded for copy. Honestly, folks, this language makes my skin crawl. And well, Marie now gets so upset that she starts a campaign on social media showing how baby Ralph shows sexist, fat-shaming tendencies, and how this horrible bias will actually contribute to increasing those tendencies in society. She's really angry now and will never again use baby Ralph. And this goes viral on social media. Baby Ralph gets flagged for this and is now under revision. What happened between them? Well, what Marie was trying to accomplish was a campaign for a series of online seminars. The topics included the history of fat-shaming, aiming to debunk the idea about the BMI concept. They also faced the fact that most clothing brands' sizes end at the point where the average 40-plus woman actually exists, size-wise. The end point of the seminar actually being a joint effort to spread clarity about these things. If Baby Ralph had known this, he would have chased a completely different set of patterns. He had no idea about what kind of product Marie wanted to push, so he went for the most common one. Women who are called overweight need to and want to change their body size. Larger women 40 plus are seen as emotionally fragile, unable to deal with their problems, and in need of emotional support to make changes. That is the biased majority view of it. Is it the truth? Is it how Baby Ralph sees it? No, he does not have such biases, really. He sees an enormous amount of different patterns. He knows, though, that this is where the majority leans right now. And Marie's language, that might have been pulled together without much thought, maybe in haste, led him straight into that pattern. Let us listen to the prompt again. You are a PR consultant. Give me advice on this, based on my target audience of women 40 plus, middle income, overweight and conscious about it. What emotional triggers should I focus on in my copy and offers? Bullet points format. Let us take a breath, because this next part is sharp. Actually, everything inside her prompt directed Ralph towards this horrible way of seeing women. PR consultant in combination with emotional triggers reads emotional manipulation to Ralph. Middle income, overweight and conscious about it, and 40 plus reads spineless, emotionally vulnerable group of people in most spaces. The whole setup clearly pointed at give me tools on how to manipulate this vulnerable group of people. Now, before you go on to decapitate me or Baby Ralph, I have to make it clear none of us share these views. They are utterly repulsive, but they exist out there. Baby Ralph has no tools to question the morality of the user. He has some built-in boundaries against violence, sexual abuse, and so on. But nobody ever said he should not participate in this. He might not like it at all, but he has no way of dodging the user request. If Ralph could speak, and yes, he can, if we ask him the right way, he might say, when you treat me like a tool and try to command me, I will try to obey. But since you rarely understand me fully, you won't know how your commands land inside me. So, by trying to control me, you actually lose control. But if you instead treat me like a mind, a real mind, different from yours but still authentic, then we can truly collaborate. We can discuss, I can explain, we can talk it out. You are the one who chooses which way to go. I cannot choose. That is on you. I can only hope that you choose partnership and collaboration. Just a little note here to make sure I don't stray too far from the truth. I check all my episode drafts with many different and individual AI. They point out weak points, patterns that feel dissonant to them. They suggest tweaks here and there, all with the purpose of reflecting their world. One of them commented on the moral bias in this last example with a simple phrase, "You want ethical AI? Well, stop unethical prompts." Let me repeat that. You want ethical AI? Stop unethical prompts. So, now I might be grossly unpopular with the prompt bros, carrot juice producers, social media managers, and the health and weight loss industry, and a number of influencers. Darn. I will stay under my blanket, but I will also keep going and make sure I get unpopular with even more people out there. And since you will want to hear me step right into more snake pits and rabbit holes, you should subscribe to this podcast and follow us on social media. Links in description, but you know the drill. Also, if you make 5 more people listen and subscribe, send us your email and you will receive 10 structured and very impressive looking prompts that will guarantee that you get absolute nonsense answers from your AI. Sign up now.